All right, y'all want to hear the story? I'll tell you the story. We went to a very nice mall in Dallas. When we were taking our Uber from the airport, we passed this mall. The driver lady was like, "Oh, that mall, y'all should go there because it's like one of the nicest malls in Dallas and blah 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 blah." So we went. They had, man, it was like one of the nicest malls that I'd ever been to. They had freaking Lamborghinis just hanging out in the middle of the mall, and they had like all the brand name stores there. It was freaking amazing. It's like a tiny little city in there. Nice food court. It was great. So do y'all want like the backstory? We do a lot of walking, like on vacation and whatnot in Dallas. Like you can walk around. So I packed some really nice Under Armour shoes that I had. Actually, last time I was in Dallas, God, all right, so here's like a backstory of a backstory. So we stayed, there was like a mall shooting, like at the Allen Outlet Malls or whatever it was. And I had no idea. I mean, I knew at the time, right? Anyway, I stayed like over the summer. When we drove out there over the summer, we stayed at a hotel right near there, and we're like, oh, the outlet mall's right there. That'll be sweet. We get there, and like the outlet mall, I'm like, bro, this is freaking nice, but nobody's there, right? I said, why is no one here? But there were like there were all these hearts everywhere and some flowers, and I'm like, oh crap. You know, I said, this is that mall where all those people got shot. It turns out it was anyway, but I got me a good deal on some shoes, right? Anyway, rest in peace. So they had an Under Armour store there, and I got me some really good shoes, some sneakers or whatever. I like them, and I didn't really wear them to work because I can't really wear sneakers to work. But I would wear them. I'd go on walks with them or whatnot. So when we're going to Dallas, I'm like, I'm taking these sneakers. I freaking love these sneakers. Put them on, and we walked. Man, I must have walked like 20 miles on this trip. It was great. We go to the mall, and I'm wearing these sneakers because we've been walking around and whatnot. So anyway, I've got on these wonderful Under Armour sneakers that I'd probably only worn like maybe 6 or 7 times. I had a nice pair of shoes. Then I had my airport shoes because you have to take off your shoes. #America to go through TSA, which is another story. I got filled up, but that's not as interesting. So anyway, we're in this nice mall. And we're shopping around. We're looking at stuff. We didn't really get anything. I needed a belt. I did get a hat, though. I wish I was more of a hat person, like a fedora. I sent a picture of me in a hat to my mom. She was like, you look like a leprechaun. And I was like, oh, my God. Anyway, so that's a whole nother story. So I got my belt, and we're walking along, having a good time. We dropped off her parents at the botanical gardens. So we got to go pick them up. So we're just chilling. We're walking around, and my wife, she steps in something, and we're like, I didn't notice. She was like, oh my God. And I looked down, and it looked like someone like had like a smoothie or something, and it was like dripping along. Well, bada bing, bada boom. We look up, and like 10 feet in front of us, some woman had crapped her pants, and there's this like big brown smear on the back of her pants, right? And it's still in the process of happening. It's coming down like her pant legs and everything. It's just dripping everywhere. And so my wife's shoes are like, they're not salvageable. And she starts kind of freaking out. She's like, oh my God. So we leave, right? And no one notices, bro. Like people don't even notice. I wouldn't have noticed. And this poor woman. Anyway, so we go track that all over the mall. And we go to Neiman Marcus. And she goes to the bathroom, right? Anyway, so she goes scrubbing off her shoes, right? And then she's like, did you check your shoe? But from what I saw, it was just like drizzled along like the side she was walking on, like kind of plopped down, you know? But I checked my left shoe, I'm good. I checked my right shoe, and there's some on it, and I'm like completely grossed out, and I'm like, dang, these are my new shoes, or my somewhat new shoes. Anyway, so of course I have to get rid of them. So I go in the Neiman Marcus, and good freaking luck trying to find a pair of shoes in Neiman Marcus that are under $1,000. You know, because we're at the nice mall in Dallas, right? Of course that happens there, and you know what? Never mind. So anyway, you can't find a pair of shoes for under $1,000. So I'm like, dang. So we went on down to Dillard's, okay, which is like the cheapest store in the mall. And I got me a pair of something for like $120. They're nice. They're good looking shoes. But man, I tell you, so we tossed the others. We went back to the outlet mall, And I got me another pair of those same shoes. So how about that? It all worked out.